Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tennis Inside Out. It's a watch along between the 17th seed Iva Jovic against Alexandra Eala. It's going to be a tough one for the Filipino today, but there they are coming on court, one after the other. They will be getting ready to flick for service, for return. It's a hot day in Paris today, and I think generally in the whole of Europe. So that's quite nice. Let's just get everything in order. How is everyone doing? I see Remesis is in the chat. Let's go. Got the emojis going. This is about to get crazy. But Remesis does believe that Eva should win this game. We do have American supporters here as well. And Eric Kristen, the umpire, is going to need a coach for this match. Very interesting comments. Very interesting. So, what to expect? What to expect? Lovely scenes in France, Roland Garros. Yeah, this is what I expect from Jovic. I think she is going to come out hitting hard. She's going to be aggressive from the word go. Those ground strokes, especially using that forehand, I think she's going to cause a lot of damage there in that aspect. And Eala, she's probably going to use that power, try to defend, try to get herself into the match. She likes to take the ball early. We know that already. Probably better in the beginning of the sets, but as the set progresses, I think it'll be rather difficult to implement such play. So I think one aspect of the game from Eala she's going to struggle is that second serve. Jovic is such a big returner. Your prediction, bro? I'm all in for Jovic, but Eala is decent as well, says Tin Chris. Yeah, I have a little fear, I have a little worry there for Eala. How is she gonna cope with this pressure? First round in a Grand Slam like this against a seed. Jovic, don't look at the age. She's playing well. I thought the first time I saw her, really, I thought she had a great start in Charleston in America. That was on clay, was hard done by, losing to Pegula back then, the eventual winner of the tournament. If I'm correct, I think she even had a couple of match points in that match, but I might be mistaken. Just looking there, yeah, 17 ranked in the world. Her career highest was most recent at 16. She's coming to the net now just to warm up the volleys. Best results are all this year. And previously last year, she managed to get to the second round. Says Chris, we need Eva to win. I see Chris LM007 is also in the chat. Hello to you, believing that Jovic will win 6-4, 7-5, but a surprise is welcome. Putting a little bit of Afrikaans there in the chat, nothing wrong with that. Now Eala is at the net just warming up her volley game. I want to see how the first few games are going to go. I know Eala, she's fit. I think playing in these conditions also suit her. The I don't think the heat is going to be a real problem for her. And I'm guessing neither for Jovic, to be honest. I think she's used to that heat, wherever she's going, traveling around the world, but living in America as well. Can be very hot at times. Both players starting to warm up their serves. I think it'll be very tough for Eala if Jovic gets a good start and pulls away too early. I think for Alex, it'll be beneficial if she can try to hold on her games. I think that's going to be really challenging, but at least try to break Jovic as often as possible, because that will definitely destroy the 18-year-old's confidence. I think she's got a good first serve. Second serve can be dicey at times. Um, but when I think about the mental aspects, that's where Jovic just has the edge over Eala. I think she's designed very nicely for the big match temperament. For such a young lady, I think she holds herself so well. And I've said this before. I've mentioned this in the past. Most recent, was it in Indian Wells or Miami? I think it was Indian Wells. And I saw her being interviewed after a match, and so impressed how mature she is. Um, Definitely think one day, and I put it out there again, definitely think one day she would be a good commentator. I wouldn't be surprised if all those broadcasting stations are already thinking that in the future. As the warm up now comes to an end, first round women's singles match being played on court 14. Just waiting for Jovic to get on the court. I presume she will serve. That's the way it looks. Let's get this match started. Here we go. Iva Jovic, first serve out wide onto the backhand. Not a bad return, but massive forehand winner straight away. 1-2 punch. Beautiful forehand execution down the line. Better return. Maybe put Jovic off a little bit. She missed the forehand inside out. 15 all. It's going to need every one of those errors. Eala. I think it's already a good start. Those are two first serves that have gone in, two first returns from Eala. Already unforced error by Jovic and one winner off the forehand side. Looking for the ace out wide, but she finds the tram lines instead. Slice on the backhand. Good second return. Backhand down the line, hits the baseline from Eala. Inside of forehand, she's finding really good length, and Jovic was pushed back, struggling to even stay in the point. 15-30. That was a decent point from Alex. Attempted body serve goes out wide. Wow. Wow. Eala is really wanting to put on the pressure. She's a good step inside the baseline. Second serve onto the backhand. Tried to drill the backhand return inside in, but found the net instead. I like that though. I like that. Facing the music. Head on. Really stepping forward. Jovic would have seen that. And why not? Why not? Early on in this match, put that pressure on. Serve out wide. Great double and backhand return. Jovic could only slide on the forehand side and hit it into the ground. So 30-40 is already an opportunity to get the break. Well, this is a fantastic start. This is what I'm saying. This is Eala's probably best chance. We know, unfortunately, she does have a weak serve. Jovic is a fantastic returner again. I'm already seeing into the future what this match could look like. Both big returners. Lovely forehand return from Eala. Trying to keep it on the backhand side of Jovic, who's finding good length. Good forehand down the line from Eala. They're on the juice side. The court's opened up. Eala goes big down the line. Beautiful forehand down the line. Jovic just chipping the forehand back. Inside in forehand. Eala's at the net. Incredible backhand from Jovic. And the ball pops up in the middle of the court. Incredible footwork from the American. How she turned that around. Completely under pressure. There's that inside in forehand approach. Beautiful double hand backhand finding the angle. Eala was quick enough to get there. But once she popped it up, the drive forehand volley winner sealed the deal. It's a lovely start. Exciting tennis from both ladies already. Right now, Eala, I feel like she's got the edge. She just has to keep it like that. Every service game Jovic has. Wow, stunning ace down the middle of the court from the American, and it's advantage. First serve into the net. Good second serve down the middle of the court. Eala was thinking about moving forward. Backed off behind the baseline. Jovic missed her forehand down the line. First serve goes in, not a bad backhand return. Jovic hits the top of the net and it stays on her side of the court. It's another breakpoint opportunity for Eala. Ready, going past 5 minutes this game. Second serve. Good second serve down the middle of the court. Fantastic double and backhand return from Eala. She's been pushed back now. Went big for the backhand down the line. Just missed the inner tram line. So great defending once again from the American. Having to come back from behind and during the point defend. Eala's attacking very nicely, must say. The way it should be. She's got wonderful statistics when it comes to the return. Good backhand cross court. Jovic now attacking the net and approach winner with the forehand. Gives her advantage now. Wow. 7 minutes already. Opening game. Imagine every game is like this. Could be a very tight match. First serve. Let. So retaking a first serve. Good serve down the middle of the court. Fantastic double and backhand return. Jovic slicing the backhand now. She was pulled out of the court on the backhand side once again. Second time. Court's opened up. Eala goes big, moving to the net. Forehand in the net. And we're back to deuce. Wow, these players rarely stop in the tiebreak games and engage in tango. Dancing up and down the court. No, they don't have time. They don't have time to be dancing around, Eric. Wow, 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 wow. Deuce, once again. What a start. Missing the first serve down the tee. There we go. Putting the pressure on. Eala stepping inside the baseline. Getting ready for the second return. That's a good second serve onto the backhand. Good defending from Eala, finding fantastic depth. Again with the backhand. Oh my word. Stunning forehand winner right in the corner. Forehand down the line from Iva Jovic. My prediction. Ball 34 will retire in the second. Yeah, shame, man. These poor balls. No one ever thinks about the balls. They're being hit so hard. Okay. Eala's under pressure. There goes the high looping Thompson forehand, but it goes long. Jovic had to fight and dig deep to hold on to that game. My goodness. She came out top in the end. You have to drink lots of liquids in these conditions. Another very important game here. First serve down the middle of the court. Return as well. Oh, incredible forehand winner. Probably just a little too short from Eala, unfortunately. The reply of Jovic's return just gave Jovic a little time to pick her spot, and that forehand looks deadly right now. Already 6 winners. My goodness, 6 winners for Jovic in this set. None for Eala. Eala, ace down the middle. Jovic will win this, unless, of course, Eala beats her. That's how it works, Eric. Ah, you're a funny guy. Thanks for keeping me entertained. First serve goes out wide onto the forehand. And backhand from Eala is good. Good time to move forward for Eala. Watching it bounce out in the tram lines. Good aggressive tennis. I like that in a tennis player. I really like to see that when the ball has been hit in such a position that's forcing the player to block, where they can't play a normal shot, just block the ball back, move forward. And that's exactly what Eala was doing now. 30-15. Kick onto the forehand, aggressive return, too much for Eala to handle. No power on that second return. Sorry, second serve. There was a lot of power on that second return. Good first serve down the middle of the court, double hand backhand return in the net, game point. I think it's very important now for Alex if she can win this point, really send a message out to Jovic. It's a close service game. Reminds me a little bit of Jovic's first game. Just mustn't take 9 or 10 minutes because, yeah, anything can happen in that juice ad scenario. Second serve. Try to get on the backhand or at least in the body. Puts it on the forehand. Aggressive inside out forehand return from Jovic. Hard hitting from Jovic. And the forehand cross court is out. Eala holds her game. That's nice. That's a good start for Eala. She won 4 out of those 6 points in her service game. Think back to that opening game, it's 9 minutes long. Jovic was struggling. Again, standing inside the baseline. I like this. Very aggressive. Backhand return just goes long, but also good second serve. To be honest, I would do exactly the same when I see an opponent trying to return the ball and trying to return my serve and standing inside the court. I will hit straight into the body. I have very little time to react, and Eala was in two minds. Do I use my forehand, the backhand? In the end, she chose the backhand and couldn't get the return in. Again, looking very aggressive. Forehand return. Don't think she hit it cleanly. Jovic did with her forehand. Inside out. Eala scampering over to her left side, trying with the forehand to get it back. Good first serve down the middle. Great backhand cross court. Eala chipping her forehand. Oh, lots of chasing, but that was superb placement from Jovic. Looks like she is cruising through this service game. Three game points, 40 love. Good serve out wide. First serve, forehand return in the net, and it's 2-1. Each player holding on to their service games. So, huge contrast for Jovic. The opening service game taking 9 minutes. Second service game, it's a completely different look. Hi Anna, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. That's quite a look, Zabelenka. And the ladies are up. Champire calls time. First serve onto the forehand. Good forehand cross-court return from Jovic, but she's been pushed back on the forehand side. Stunning winner again, approaching the net, taking opportunities, being aggressive, being on the front foot. Eala smashes a forehand down the line with considerable power. Jovic was only able to take two steps, rather. And dispatch that for a winner. Inside our forehand return. Good defending from Eala. She was under pressure. No real rhythm right now. They're switching up all the time. And Jovic, in the end, hit the unforced error. Eala was defending. Managed to survive that point. Unforced errors till now. Eala 3, Jovic 6. So even though she's hitting more winners, she's hitting more unforced errors as well. Shows how consistent Eala is right now. Drop shot, first of the match. Invites Jovic into the court. Oh, looking for the passing shot, cross court. Eala missed it. Probably should have taken off the power and gone for more angle. Still got a bit of a comfortable lead here. 30-15. Needs to just separate herself now by winning this next point. She's been targeting the forehand quite a bit. I still would like to see Eala try and pin it into the body, especially if she's going to be hitting with lots of slice. Will she try to go for the backhand side? Oh, inside in, forehand return winner. Just sat up too easily. I would like to believe that Eala was trying to get it into the body. It just wasn't powerful enough. Jovic had to take almost like half a step to her left. But once she did that, she just had to wait and wait for the ball to come to her. Good first serve onto the backhand. Not a bad return from Jovic. Looking for power. Hammers her backhand out behind the baseline. Somewhat the same as Eala's opening service game. Be good for her if she can win this point as well. Good first serve. Bit of a defensive forehand return, but the backhand from Eala's out. And we have deuce. It's tricky now. Jovic will try to be a little braver. She's got a 2-1 lead now. It's not expected of her to really win this service game. Not bad play from Eala, but struggling off the first return. Big forehand, cross-court winner. Eala going in the opposite direction. And it's a break point for Jovic. Up to this point, Eala 67% first serves going in. Jovic 61. Oh, good first serve out wide. Now she's moving to the net. This must be an easy forehand volley winner. Well done, Eala. Again, moving forward after realizing Jovic was going to be under all sorts of pressure. I like Eala's forehand. Both ladies' forehands are working nicely today, but that volley winner, fantastic. Whoa. So when Jovic tried to return the ball, but it was so close, just a few centimeters away from hitting the ball boy or ball girl. On the side, she did apologize. That must have been quite scary. Inside in, forehand, return winner for Jovic. Sorry, not inside in, forehand down the line. But there we go. So definitely trying to get into the body, but just doesn't have the power to do so. I'm talking about Eala's serve. Jovic is just really pumped. Different personalities, these two. Always showing the first, squeezing the first. Eala tends to do that when she's winning big points. Let first serve. Ndile Nkube. Right, great match. My money is on Jovic. What do you think? Good serve from Eala. Forehand return in the net. Aggressive onto the forehand. That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Going for the strength, but you gotta make sure that first serve lands in. It's about really trying to find which pockets in that service block are the best for Eala's second serve. It's just not looking too good when it's on the forehand. A little bit under pressure, whipping that forehand cross court, putting Jovic under pressure, hitting a backhand out. And here's a long game, going past 7 minutes now. Good body serve. Wow. Okay, she needs to think of another plan right now. It can get very technical and precise what type of body serve, but that was a fantastic inside-in forehand return winner from Jovic. Maybe needs to try squeeze it in on the backhand side. I think from the deuce. Now she's on the right side of the court. She needs to keep going down the middle to the backhand. Yeah, very good. Return down the middle. Backhand cross court from Eala onto Jovic's forehand. She wants to switch up. Goes to the backhand of Jovic, who's struggling. Chips a backhand short. Beautiful forehand winner down the line from Eala. Another game point. Oh, Vegar Turka. Where can you watch the game live? Depends what country you're in. You can find this on Google. You can just say that you're in this country or this continent, and it'll tell you what channels you can find live tennis. Oh, good depth, pushing Jovic back, but she's so, wow, fantastic depth. Must come with a drop shot, missed the inner tram line. Back to deuce. So there were two ground strokes in a row that pushed Jovic back. And I was thinking, yeah, there's probably opportunities there to play the drop shot. But the thing is that once Jovic is pushed back, she's already striking the ball and then moving forward again. So she has a little bit of a run up when trying to get to that short ball. Yeah, for example, thanks, Ramesses. Ricardo Maximo rooting for Eala, and I tell you, she's putting pressure on when she's moving forward. Keep the point short, move forward. Even if Jovic wins or hits a couple of winners, don't stop that. My goodness, it's about to hit 10 minutes now, this game. Just this game alone. Forward down the line, misses the tram line, and we're back to deuce. Melissa Adalia, I don't know what you mean by your question. If you want me to show you the match, that's definitely not going to happen. I don't want my channel to be cancelled. There are rules and regulations when having a channel like this. There's nothing wrong with me turning the volume down, watching the match, and dictating what's happening. But I'm definitely not going to be showing it. That will get me in all sorts of trouble. The second serve was on the backhand. Jovic dealing with a lot of pressure right now from Eala. Oh, that forehand is so big. Just took her foot off the pedal. Eala in the rally and then just popped up the backhand. I don't know if that was intentional. Perhaps, but it was just too short and bouncy. Jovic hammered that forehand cross court. I think there was probably more topspin together with the power. Okay. This is such an interesting match. Never had so many questions in the chat. Slice out wide to the backhand. Ah, they're finding good depth again with the forehand. Backhand is short, unfortunately. I think that's the reason why Jovic is also pinning the backhand side and finally gets the break for Jovic straight away. Fist up, unlucky for Eala. The backhand just seems to be a little weak in terms of it landing short in the court. And that's an early break. My goodness, but it's already half an hour. We've only seen 4 games. So it's evident. The coach in me sees that Ala's backhand is struggling. I think because Jovic gets to use a forehand a lot, especially when they're in a cross-court duel with one another, she has to switch it up and try and get it to the backhand of Jovic. And Ala must try to use her forehand more often. Good return. Cross-court. Jovic is a little bit under pressure. There we go. Straight onto the backhand. Unforced error by Jovic. Love 15. A little bit under pressure. That's too short. Drive forehand. Volley. Oh, Eala got back. That was a nervous backhand, though, from Jovic. Still got it in. Now she's attacking the net. Great defending from Eala. That was a nervous backhand. Good first serve down the tee. Return was too short, but the serve was beautifully placed. Lots of power. Eala did get there, but I guess the mindset was just get it back. Oh, forehand is too tough. She needs to really think about putting the ball on the backhand side of Jovic. Even when she's under pressure, she needs to put her mind in that direction and build up the point. If she has an opportunity, oh no, that's not going to work. Inside out forehand winner. So, I don't know, getting a little softer now on the first serve. Sorry, the first return from Eala. Feel like in the service game, it's been really good for Jovic. A lot of first serves in. 13 forehand winners till now for Jovic. Only 3 for Eala. Good body serve. Great return. Slice. Oh, beautiful forehand winner down the line by Eala. Still not the game point. Really went for it there. Yeah, she's got to keep these things in mind now. That it was a reactive return because Jovic played it really aggressive into the body, but the slice kept the ball low. And that forced Jovic then to lift the ball up, slicing her forehand. And I think that it just set up nicely. It set up really nicely for Eala to pick a spot. I think even she needs to think that way, that in the rally, try test Jovic. How is she going to deal with low slices during the rally? That was off the return. The last point. Good second serve down the middle of the court, double and backhand in the net. And Jovic holds her service game. Serve is looking very good from Jovic right now. It's a tough start, and I say tough because Eala was so close to breaking Jovic in that opening game, over 7 minutes long. And then started well, won her service game, 4 out of 6 points. Jovic then had a great second service game. And then that fourth game was probably the decider in the set. Over 9 minutes, I think it got to 10 minutes long. A lot of juice adds, and Eala to succumb to the might of Jovic, losing her service game. As much as Eala is trying to be aggressive off the first return, I think that's something that she needs to look at and try to play it in the court and get away from the middle of the court. That the balls don't bounce in front of Jovic. She's so quick to reposition herself and put herself in a better position to play forehands. I think she really needs to think about putting it on the backhand side of Jovic, at least just to start the point. And that goes for the serve right now. Try to keep that forehand away for now. When she has an opportunity, Eala must go big on the forehand. There we go. Oh, but that's a lovely play. Well, she can decide what she wants to do. Perfect serve down the middle of the court. Backhand return from Jovic. Short. And I was thinking, where's she going to go? Where's she going to go? She's going to go big on Eva's forehand. She went cross court, hitting that baseline. Beautiful winner. Oh no, he's got to keep away from the forehand. That's a stunning forehand down the line. And it's a comfortable combination for Jovic that the backhand from Eala is just suiting Jovic to execute her forehand. It's flat. It's a flat backhand. It's there's not enough forward spin that it just then like shoots towards Jovic. It's just sitting up. Wow, ace out wide, second ace for Eala in this match. That's impressive. I like that. I like that. First serve in the net. She must whip it out wide now. Can't be in the forehand, can't be in the body. Put that second serve on the backhand side. Tries to go into the body, inside in, forehand from Jovic. Thunderous forehand return. Serve was deep in the block, but so easy. Just seeing the slow motion replay. Jovic, stunning technique. Executing that forehand very nicely. That's a pity. There we go. So on the Jew side, she's able to get onto the backhand of Jovic, who's missed it now with the cross court. Come on, Eala, get that first serve. Whip it out wide on the backhand side. That's where most of the points are going to come from. That forehand from Jovic, she's in the zone right now. Keep it away from that weapon. Puts it hard into the forehand. Backhand cross court from Eala. Pinning. I don't know why she's aiming for the forehand of Jovic. She's under pressure. Never going to get that forehand over the net. And maybe that's what she's thinking. Maybe she's trying to break Jovic's forehand down. But that's not the way to do it just yet. I think she needs to get more balls in, and putting it on the backhand of Jovic is probably safer. When she gets the opportunity and the ball is short and high, then she can go big. That's how you're going to break the confidence. Because Eala or Jovic is not going to be using that forehand so much. There we go, onto the backhand. Forehand down the line from Eala. That's a bit better. Took off the pace. Under pressure, Eala running onto the forehand side, forehand in the net, man. Break point for Jovic. So I'm thinking this is what's going to happen. I think she's really sticking to a game plan for the first set. My hope, my belief is that the start of the second set she's going to switch it up and then be very aggressive, because it's so obvious right now that Jovic is her forehand is better. There's just so many winners. She doesn't need to look at any stats. I'm sure she's aware of that being on court. What that might do is it might frustrate Jovic, thinking, I'm not playing my forehand anymore. And that could force her to go more aggressive on the backhand side, but that return is so big from Jovic. Another forehand winner, and it's 5-1 for Jovic. She'll now be serving for the first set. Interesting tactics. I wonder how much this has been set up for her. Has she been training this, knowing that she's known for many days already she's playing Jovic? Just feels as though that there's not enough power, maybe in Eala's ground strokes that can cause damage. She's trying to hit it hard. And a double fault. Number 15. Kick into the backhand. Good deep return, pushing Jovic back. Her forehand goes out of 30. Second serve. She's already hit one double fault from this side of the court. Tries to go big, out wide. Oh, that forehand is so massive today. It's a little too predictable. Jovic is... she's just loving it right now. I really, really hope that for Eala's sake that this is only like a first set strategy or tactic. She must know that she's just struggling. Like, those stats are going to speak for themselves. That forehand is so deadly. There we go. Hayel Palan. Bring it on, Alex. Come on. You can do this. And it's a double fault. So 2 double faults in this game. Come on, Eala. Get that break. Only game she's won now in this set is off her own service game. That was the first one. Since then, she's been broken twice. It'll be great just to get back at Jovic. Break her service game. Maraming, salamat. First serve goes in, double and backhand return is too short. That forehand is huge. Oh. So there's a dispute now. Eala is looking at the line. Oh, yeah, no, that's... Oh, no ways. So, okay, so it's very interesting. Eala is saying that the ball bounced there at one spot that was clearly out. And the chair umpire is saying that, no, it bounced somewhere else. And the marks were like, so, yeah, big dispute right now. Oh, she's going to have to let this one slide. Okay, so the point's been given. I thought it hit the line. Maybe Eala saw it bounce somewhere else. Look, she's far closer to that line call than anyone else is, together with the chair umpire. First serve in the net. She's already hit 2 double faults, Eva Jovic, in the service game. I wonder if that's lingering in the back of her mind. And it's a 3rd double fault. Eala, a little bit of luck on her side, gets the break. Still alive in this set. It was about a serve for the set. Big dispute. Okay. this is going to be better. Yeah, Eva broke for Eala. Three double faults. I mean, Eala hasn't. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. She's had two aces already. Yeah, getting that first serve in. That was a good body serve. Jovic couldn't do much with the forehand. There we go. Hard hitting onto the backhand. And again, a second time, blocked back. Now she can go big on the forehand. The forehand down the line was better. She's been hitting a lot of winners. Missed the forehand cross court, unfortunately. 15. Good first serve. Cramming Jovic on the forehand side. There we go. More power onto the forehand. Jovic not able to control that forehand. Hits it out. I like it when it's mixed up. That's 2 points in a row. You can clearly see the different tactics. First point was pen it on the weaker side. Pen it on the weakness, on that backhand of Jovic. And when she had the opportunity, okay, she missed the winner. Went for it. She went for it, but unfortunately just missed the line. She's been hitting well that forehand down the line. I've been explosive and with surprise how well she's been hitting those winners down the line on that side. Another first serve in. Jovic just getting it back with a forehand return. That backhand return. The backhand on the run goes long. 30-15. This is nice tennis. I wonder if Elle has lost a bit of weight. It's going to help with the movement, speed around the court. I think she's lost a little bit of weight. Inside out forehand return, big from Jovic. Penning the forehand of Eala. Tries to get across court, but there was just too much body rotation. Lost control of that contact point. Remesis. How many matches? Asking how many matches am I doing today? I'm doing this one. I'm going to see what my agenda looks like later. I've got some errands to run. As you know, I'm a tennis coach. I'm a daddy, so a bit of a family man as well. I've got my priorities, and got some handyman coming in today to fix a problem in the house. So yeah, a little bit tricky. But I hope. I was thinking maybe looking at doing Sinner today. What's happened here? Okay. Oh, something. Oh, in the first point of Jovic's service game. Closer to that hour mark. There we go. Unforced errors. Jovic far more than Eala. Good kick down the middle of the court. Forehand cross court from Jovic. Being pushed back. Great backhand. Drop shot from Eala. Very smart. Beautiful play. My goodness. So adaptable at the right time. And there's an intelligence there because there's nothing wrong with that. If she's going to go big on Jovic's forehand, she needs to do it with power. And then at the right time, she disguised the backhand as well. The drop shot showing the two-hand backhand. Ooh, I like that. Good first serve down the tee. Great forehand return from Eala. Hitting it up into the air, but it was far too short. Forehand drive, volley winner by Jovic. Nothing wrong with hitting it high up into the air. But got to find more depth. Good return from Eala again. Playing onto the backhand side now. Big forehand down the line. Jovic can only get it back. Oh, lots of running from Jovic right now. Eala's moving Jovic left, right, left, right. Tries to hit the winner down the line. Misses the baseline. First serve in the net. Kick onto the backhand. Good backhand return. Opened it up. Oh, stunning backhand. How did Jovic get there? Whoa, almost went over. It's a break point. Can she convert? I told you guys, she is decent as well. Though I still tip Jovic for the window, says Tin Chris. Already hit 3 double faults. Jovic, second serve. Gets in on the forehand. Big return cross court. There was not a lot of power, but now there is in the rally. Yeah, she gets the break and it's 5-4. Incredible fight back. Fantastic. Just mustn't lose a head now. Wow, wow, wow. set is definitely not over. Said it a few times. I like to do the math in my head. The times that Eala moving forward, when she's pushing forward inside the baseline, going to the net, she's winning 90% of the points, maybe even more, to be honest. She's striking the ball well. It's just Jovic will take opportunities as soon as it's short and soft. If it's on the forehand side, most definitely. I tell you, Chris, it's not that she threw away those points. Eala raised the level of her game. Almost getting to that hour mark. So the rally has started. One cross court goes long. 15. Pressure now coming from Jovic in that last rally. That was a pacey first serve. Just missed the middle line though. Again, man, that second serve onto the forehand. Jovic absolutely thrashed the inside in forehand return. Shame. Unforced error. It was a shortish rally, probably 8 shots. Hard hitting from Jovic. And Jovic now has really, to be honest, been gifted 3 set points. Here's the first one. Slice out wide. Great return. The court's all open. Beautiful winner. Jovic takes the first set 6-4. My goodness, she made it tough for herself. There was definitely hope. Definitely hope. The way Eala was playing, she was fighting back. Okay. I need to check the agenda. Coco Goff is playing. Boko is also playing. The times. Let's see. Very quickly, Navarro. She's taken the first set against Tien, 6-4. Uchihima is beating Liu. Okay. American Liu, qualifier. 6-3, but she's 2 love down in the second. Okay. Let's look at that. A lot of courts to get through here. Saka's playing as well. We're just going past these players. Agula's playing, 4:15. Zhang. Goth Townsend. Yeah, I'm not going to make that round. Sorry. I've got a very important appointment I can't miss. And that starts 5 minutes after the game. The estimated start. Boko? Perhaps I could do Boko Bartunkova. I haven't seen her play yet. Only read up. She's doing well. See what I can do about Mboko. Hope that she's fixed a few technical aspects. Following her last week Strasbourg. And incidentally, I was helping out a client yesterday who has a similar issue about that head movement. And, I think it was definitely improvement with my client. Frenzy bumps. Tulog na Kagad si Alex sa first round. Alex fell asleep right away in the first round. Okay, I think the courts are still being watered. I noticed here, and you can always gauge when the next game is going to start when the music comes to an end, but they have to water the courts. That always takes a bit of time. Probably better for the players. More time to rest, sit in the shade. And a good start right now for Alex Eala in the second set. First serve onto the backhand, return, pushing Jovic back, forehand in the net. And already early break points. First serve aggressive onto the backhand. Not a bad return cross court, but it's on Jovic's forehand. Switches to the backhand now. Wow. What a backhand winner down the line. Wrong footing. Eala. Dios Dado de la Rosa. Let's go, Alex. Let's go. Great moment to win this point, this game. Early on in the second set. But just tried to hit with too much power, double and backhand in the net. Try to keep it away from the forehand of Jovic. First serve, not a bad forehand return from Eala. Juice cross-court duel. Forehand cross-court from Eala, forcing the slice. Approach shot down the line. Ball goes up. Smash into the net from Eala. Advantage now. Jovic was able to turn it around, winning the last 3 points. He decided to fight for it. Just got right at the top of the racket. Unfortunately, she was going back, trying to get back, and then just got it right on the top, getting the frame and the strings. Not a comfortable position to make contact with the ball. Good for serve, good return, pushing Jovic back, forehand in the net. Are we having a repeat of what happened in the first game of the match? Certainly looks that way. First serve in the net. Slice out wide, back in return onto Jovic's forehand. Eala's under pressure, good with the forehand cross court. Now it's a short ball, attacking the backhand side, that's better. Good volley onto the forehand. Oh, and she hits it in the net. That was Jovic. Another breakpoint opportunity for Eala. Far better again, focusing on being aggressive on the backhand side this time. Made it difficult for Jovic. She was there, but she had to run from the backhand all the way to the forehand side, try to get that forehand over the net. Nothing wrong with that. If you're hitting to the person's strength, make them work for it. And that's exactly what Eala did right now. Watching from the Solomon Islands. Wow, thank you for that. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate that. Dios. Inside in, back and return pushes. Jovic back. That's a bit short. Trying to keeping on the forehand side. I don't know why she's doing that. Trying to understand the logic. It's the unforced error, and we're back to juice. The Solomon Islands. Solomon Islands. I'm not quite sure where that is. I'm trying to think now. Is that the Pacific Ocean? I think so. And it's another double fault for Jovic. My goodness, she's got to take opportunities, Eala. Yeah, 4 double faults. She's the only lady on court to be hitting double faults. Yep. Wow, what a backhand down the line, but it was short. Jovic now being pushed back. Good defending from Eala. Great backhand cross court. Switch it up, Eala. Switch it up. Here we go. Forehand cross court. Jovic finding good depth with the backhand. Slice, changing up the pace. Forehand down the line from Eala. Forces the error and she gets the break. 1-love for Alex. Wow. Great fight. Yes, it's tiny islands in the South Pacific. Bro, you got the idea. Yeah. I've always liked geography. I thought I was always good at it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I've got the world map behind me here. Um, but if I remember correctly, it's not close to the Philippines. I think it's like I think there are cluster of islands that kind of just sit alone in the Pacific, if I'm correct. Um, and the closest big country I think is New Zealand. I used to pride myself on geography. Wow, what an important break. Early on, though, in the set, it's going to be very important now how Alex is going to select her serves. Where is she going to place them? How much spin? Power, always needed. Always, always needed. Good for serve down the middle of the court. That's a short return. Ah, just missed the baseline, Eala. I only just realized now there are linesmen on the court. It's just dawned on me now. I can't believe it. I haven't seen them for ages. Close to Australia, about south of Papua New Guinea. It's so tiny you can't see its name. Oh, another return winner for the American. Ah, another error. Forehand goes long. So both ladies almost playing for one another. Break points for the 17th seed, 17th ranked in the world. Slice out wide, double and backhand return in the net. Been waiting to see that one for some time. Good serve. Tactically changing it up. Thank you very much, Diaz. I really appreciate that. I'm excited. I love tennis. I mean, this is what I practically my whole life is tennis. I'm a tennis coach. Slow down with playing these days. Have a little bit of a shoulder injury. So forehands and backhands not a problem, but once I go over the head, I put too much, try to hit too much power, then I have a little bit of a problem. Oh, stunning winner, double and backhand down the line from Jovic. But I just absolutely love watching top quality tennis players giving it their all on the court. It's very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, what a good return. Cross court. Eala goes to the backhand. Volley winner. Beautiful play from Eala. Again, I don't know if you guys have been hearing me. She's winning so many points when she's moving forward. She's winning so many points when she's playing the serve on Jovic's backhand side. Putting pressure on Jovic's backhand. Just needs to keep doing that. Perfect. Great footwork, great movement moving forward to the net. That's the first serve out wide. Kick down the middle. Good backhand return. Jovic probably felt she had to do something extra, but once again, I'm saying it again, it feels like these ladies are just playing for one another right now. No one able to hold on to their own service games. It doesn't mean that this game is going to go the same way, but it just seems like it. It just seems all the unforced errors are coming from the server. The returner getting a good grip on these games. Good first serve. Steady backhand return. It was a bit short, to be very honest. Easy forehand winner cross court. It looked easy. Wrong footing, Eala. That looked like an ace down the middle of the court. Is a dispute again. Eala cleaning the mark with the right foot. And it's 30 all. There we go. Very quickly. Now, 2 aces apiece for each lady. Serve out wide. Forehand cross court from Eala goes long. Jovic celebrates. And it's another ace out wide this time. Jovic holds her service game. And I need some more water. So a little bit of a change around there in that service game. Jovic turned it around, was able to hold her service game in the end. And 21 minutes have gone by. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. First serve down the tee, double hand backhand return is short. There we go. 1-2 punch. What a winner from Eala. Once again, moving forward, taking opportunities. I'm very impressed with Eala, the way she's being so aggressive off the short ball. And it's an ace? No, I think it was called out. I thought for a second both players thought it was an ace. Kick down the middle of the court. Good aggressive return from Jovic, but she's been pushed back again. So the backhand's getting better. It's improving from Eala, using the pace, getting the timing right from Jovic's forehand. Once again, wasn't the best return, but she dug deep there. Eala did fantastic to put pressure right back on Jovic. Serve out wide. Court's open. Again, moving forward. Watching the ball go long. I can see the patterns. It's so obvious. And there's purpose. There's purpose behind these movements, attacking the net. Jovic is just not adapting to it. 3 game points. Very nice. Estelina Limos is watching from Malaysia. Support for Eala. Very nice message. Again, moving forward. Good volley cross court. And the passing shot misses the line. 2-all. That is wonderful to see. That was really wonderful to see. It's so obvious that she's keeping the point short. She likes to take it early. And on top of that, she's attacking the net and winning these points easily. Even if she's only winning 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I mean, you're going to win the match. She needs to try to convert that strategy, that tactic, now in her return game against Jovic's serve. That's a good first serve, though. Aggressive onto Eala's backhand. I wonder if it just clipped the line a little bit, that service line, making it a little more challenging for Eala to deal with that return. Ball bounces different, change of the spin, the power, the height, trajectory of the ball changes. Very, very difficult surface to play on. Clay. Second serve now. Forehand down the line. That was from Eala. Now struggling on the backhand side. Felt that Jovic just put a little bit more oomph in that ball. Rosano Reyes. Go, go, go. Alex from the Philippines. Very nice message. Estelina Limos. Go for it. Eala from the Philippines. And I think Jovic for a second thought that she hit an ace in the middle of the court. Slice out wide. Oh, Eala's under pressure. There's the first drop shot from Jovic. And just had to guide her double hand backhand into the open court to win the point. 40 love. Lots of running from Eala. Fought really hard. In the end, it wasn't the best drop shot. And then on top of it, Jovic guessed the right way. Moved to the backhand side. I think it was the positioning of Eala's body. Probably gave it away. Good first serve out wide. Out of the air. Drive volley with the forehand winner inside out. So 2 very quick service games, one after the other. Venancio Ferman, green light is yours, Alex. Thank you for that message. Yeah. They're just pattern plays. They're just momentum swinging as well. I really like that when Eala is moving forward. I think what's helping as well is she's getting first serves in, putting them in the right place. They're not that hard. I think on the juice side, it's just working wonders going down the middle of the court, keeping it away from Jovic's forehand. And that's what I saw too much of what's going on, was happening in the first set. she's clearly changing it up. It's almost obvious that she's got game plans for when something happens to keep it a certain way in that first set and then shift it, change it in the second set. I would like to see more flexibility though. Remesis, what type of question is that? I mean, I even think about earlier, there was Chris LM in the chats, believe that it was going to be a good match. Just thought that, Jovic would have the edge and would win 6-4, 7-5. That's still in my mind. 15 right now, unforced error by Eala. I guess it's going to be interesting to see how Eala is going to deal with the pressure as the set goes, as we go deeper into the set. Right now, not finding an opportunity to move forward, but Jovic is moving forward, forehand cross-court winner. It's 2 points in a row, and you blink, and Eala blinks, and she's just missing out now on opportunities. But to be fair, Jovic has just stepped up a level, not allowing Eala to move to the net. She's hitting it harder, she's hitting it flatter, finding more depth in the court. So Eala's going to have to put the pressure on. There we go. Now she must attack. Beautiful inside in forehand winner and approaching the net. 15-30, but that first serve was fantastic out wide. There was power behind that first serve. I liked how she just whipped that forehand inside in. That was great. Slice out wide. Jovic is on the run on the forehand side. Big tennis now from Eala. Now she's moving forward. Out the air, drive volley winner, and it's 30-all. I'm saying it. Move forward. Move forward. Go to the net. Been very consistent today. Very consistent. You can see that Eala's been training this. It's been part of her program. Take the opportunities. Move forward. And even more importantly, finish the points early. Don't allow the opponent, in this case, Iva Jovic, to find rhythm, to get into the rally. Now she's got a tough one here. Second serve. She should still go into the backhand, cancelling out all angles for Jovic. Oh, it's into the body. I thought for a second it might have been called. Eala clips the top of the net with a forehand down the line. Backhand cross-court from Jovic was safe. There was a slice forward down the line. Good depth from Eala. Wow, Jovic found the line. And forehand in the net, unfortunately, from Eala. Win or lose. We love. Win or lose. Win or lose. We love. It's supposed to be we love Eala. And that's great. I think that's just fantastic about the Filipinos. Support Eala all the way. Struggling right now. Inside in forehand winner, and it's 4-2. Jovic gets the break. Doesn't mean it's over. Doesn't mean it's over. Eala does have fantastic returns. Estelina Limos, we love Eala. First serve out wide is good. The return's too short. Good forehand cross court. Whoa, what a stunning winner from Eala. She had no business in doing it or creating a shot like that, completely under pressure. Wow, stunning, 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 stunning. Second serve now. Inside in, backhand return just misses the line. That's going to be 15 all. Yeah, so a little bit of doubt creeping in the fans. I see Oveala Dios Dado de la Rosa feeling, probably thinking it's not looking too good right now. Need to be positive. Anything can happen. Remember, Eala was 5-1 down. 5-1 down in the first set, and she managed to win 3 games in a row. She wins 3 games in a row, she's 5-4 up in the second set. Oh, good body serve right into Eala on the forehand side, scampering on the forehand side. Can't get it back. Too much power from the American. Let's go, Eala, for the Philippines. Esther really getting involved in the chat. Very nice to see that. And more people, come on, get in there, put your voices out, get that energy out, positive energy. If you're a Jovic fan, if you're an Eala fan, this should be a safe place. This should be a safe place for everyone. That's what I always love about doing these matches with Eala. It's always very cordial, very mature, lots of positivity. Great inside. Oh, great. I was just about to say great inside in forehand return. Then the next shot went into the net. Unfortunately, 2 game points now for Jovic. A little bit disappointed in herself. I don't think she was ever going to throw her racket. Just swung it in the air. And the return goes long. 5-2 lead now for the number 17th seed. Alfred supporting Jovic. Let's put some Jovic support up here. And Diaz Dado de la Rosa, you must break now, Alex, or might be another first round loss. It's not over yet. There's the 5-2 syndrome, if you don't know about it. Players that are leading 5-2 can choke. In these moments, it seems to happen quite often. So, just got to stay positive. Keep in mind, Eala in that first set was 5-1 down and won 3 games in a row. Stopping her from doing it again. There are a lot of positives. Even right now, obviously the scoreline is not favoring Eala, it's not favoring her fans either. But there are a lot of positives to take out of it. Plus a few negatives as well. I still think that second serve is lacking power. First serve has been impressing me today. Stopped using that drop shot. Just mixing all the positive and negatives up, but attacking, moving forward has been absolutely fantastic from Eala. Jovic's forehand has just been so big, so big. First serve goes in, return in the net. Oh, this time the first serve goes in, cramming Jovic in the body. She managed to get the right timing, hit an inside out forehand return winner. Ellen Rogador. Oh, Alex, frenzy bumps. Alex is uh, just not on par with the top 20. Whoa, that serve looked out from Eala. It was played on. Forehand return was deep. Eala mishit it completely. Correct. And wow, that's incredible. Incredible. Inside out forehand return winner. That's also true. I have to agree with you, Dios. She's already hit. She's already beaten some top 10 players. So yeah. Now we know what she's thinking. Fighting hard. Chase, chase, chase. Get on the forehand side. Cross court. Jovic putting the pressure on in the end. Jovic wins it. Six four, 6-2. Players shake hands at the net. No, what is this comment? This was interesting. Molly Pukayan. Eala is thinking too much about her boyfriend. That is where her concentration is lost, I guess. If I just. Interesting, okay. Never knew she had a boyfriend. I think that's lovely. Nothing wrong with having someone you can share your life with. Everyone, it's always good. It's good for the psyche. It's good for the mind. It's good for the body to be working. If you sit in front of a desk, then go outside and take a run around. I'm fortunate enough. I'm a tennis coach. I also sit in front of the computer, creating these lives, creating videos for my channel. But there's nothing wrong with having a boyfriend. And to be honest, we don't know how she's thinking. If she's thinking about a boyfriend and that makes her happy, if that makes him happy, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's look at somebody else who's started a new relationship and who's flying high right now. Yeah, I'm talking about Yannick Sinner. He has a girlfriend, and he just can't stop winning. Is he able to just switch off and not think about his girlfriend? Perhaps. I think Eala's doing the same. I think she's focusing on what she needs to do. And I think she did fantastically. I thought she did fantastic today. That second set just ran away from her though, and that was a pity because I thought she did exceptionally well. I thought there was a change in her strategy that gave me the impression, yeah, she's got a chance, but then just slipped back into allowing Jovic to take hold of the match, to take hold of the rallies, the points with her forehand, and I thought that was the change. Yeah, Jovic just saw too many forehands, and I'm pretty sure the stats will show it as well. Just so many forehand winners, too many. Sorry, Alex, but Jovic is too quick, too powerful. You need to improve on your serve if you are to be a contender for the top 10. Thanks, Mike. Enjoyed your show. My pleasure. Thank you so much. Let me just throw out my appreciation, just throw out some hearts there in the chat. I totally agree with you. And I guess if I'm going to be really critical, after I've never watched so much tennis since I've opened up this channel. I've always been very selective of who I want to watch. Now that I have my channel, I look at many tennis players, and in one in particular, I follow Alex Eala. And if I look at her progress in the last 4 to 5 months, this match showed me that she's more than capable of getting a lot of first serves in, but with power. And and she would be pinning, especially on the due side. She was pinning that first serve aggressively on Jovic's forehand side, and Eva was having problems with the return. So that was nice to see. Maybe more of that would be better for her game. Um, but but I think the concern is that second serve. And if you've been following me from the very beginning of this match, it was so obvious that she was just Eva Jovic was getting too many second returns. She was having such great looks, such easy chances to finish the point off with that second return. And I'm talking about that's off Ayala's second serve. I said try to get into the body, perhaps tried to change it up, go into the backhand more. It didn't really change, unfortunately. And in the end, I was just looking at very quick statistics. Okay, it disappeared, but there were more first serve percentage. 64% first serves were going in for Eala, and 56%, I think, if I saw it correctly. So it was below 60% definitely for Jovic. Um, yeah. Oh gosh, man, you really like to yeah, do these what am I going to call them? Electronic punches. I mean, they're not going to hurt anyone. It's just your opinion, Frenzy. I'm going to put it up as well. That's okay, because I don't agree with you. I mean, what you're trying to say is that you've labeled someone something that's totally not true. You cannot see the next 9 years or 10 years of her tennis career. So it's just your opinion. I don't think it's right. I think Ayala has come across a fantastic player who's on form. I've been watching Jovic. I thought she played fantastic as soon as she stepped on clay since Charleston. I thought she was so close to beating Pegula, world number five. World number five, almost beat Pegula. Um, so she's definitely on form. She's definitely on form. Um, oh, very nice. It's switched over to Zabalenka, and it's 6-4 to love right now for Zabalenka. Oh, I think I'm going to carry on watching this. So uh, I think everyone's entitled to their opinions. It's fine. Another first round loss. This is reality of Alex, first round loser. Nah, definitely not. I don't agree with you at all, Frenzy Bumps. Um, yeah, for such a harsh comment, you have such a soft name. Frenzy Bumps. But you're entitled to your opinion. And that's okay. I thought she put up a good fight today. She was up against a seed, someone on form. I already mentioned that. I'm not going to repeat myself too much. But if I'm going to be highly critical and look at the game, I'm a tennis coach. I've been coaching tennis for 23 years. I started playing tennis, uh, wow, 37 years ago, 38, 37 years ago. So I can kind of see where maybe tactically it went wrong. And it felt like the strategy was in place. She was trying to break down the forehand of Jovic by playing there with power and aggression. Um, but it just didn't work. And as soon as she shifted it and got to the backhand, I found Eala moving forward, and that was great because that's another aspect of a game that I think has improved is her attacking game on clay. She likes to take the ball early on hard court, but she was doing a fantastic job today. Really, if I had to look at the stats, I'm guessing above 90% of the points were won by Alex Eala when she was moving forward. and that's great. There's something positive to look into at that. If you want to focus on the outcome, that's fine. You want to look at the forest, and I'm looking at the trees. I'm looking at the trees in the forest. I'm looking at the details. I want to see, where. If I'm going to carry on with this analogy, where in the forest are the healthy trees growing, and where is it not healthy, and then why? Why? How can we make this part of the forest thrive again and look good? And that's the analogy I'm trying to use here with Eala, is that yes, she needs help. She needs more power on that second serve. But let's be honest, like, her attacking game today was fantastic. I thought maybe tactically it was just too much. It was just showing um, Jovic too many balls on her forehand side, and she was hot, hot, hot. It was looking so good today, that forehand. Had to change it up. Had to change it up there. Alex probably already knows. Oh. Sagad na yata alam ni Alex. Okay. Raul Robles Ramoso puts out there. I think she's got a bright future ahead of her. She's learned something today. I hope that's on that advantage side, just coming back, that she needs to develop that slice out wide. To she's just playing that second serve too often down the middle of the court or into the body, but I didn't really see that effective slice going out wide. I also understand from a tactical perspective that what it could have done, it could have created more angle for Jovic, but that's a given. It's always a given. But she's left-handed, and she wasn't utilizing that to her full ability, her full capabilities. Being on the advantage side and attacking the right-hander with the serve out wide, I mean, that should always be a given. That should always be a given. And then once Jovic starts to feel this is the protocol, this is what Eala is going to be doing most of the match, she's going to shift her position more. That opens up that channel down the middle of the court. And Eala did early on. I think it was in the first game. She hit that ace down the middle of the court. She needs more flexibility. But otherwise, I think there were improvements. I think it was, a lot of people would have admitted that before the match started, this was always going to be tough for Eala. Always tough. Yeah, Frenzy Bumps is going to put like a silly comment out there if Eala was going to play Rabakan in the first round. Second best player in the world, won 2 tournaments already this year, and say, oh yeah, she's a first round, you know, can't get through the first round. Silly comments sometimes, but that's okay. You have your opinions, I have my opinions, and that's what I like about this, is that this should be a safe place where we can respect one another and put out our opinions, because that's this day and age. I grew up in an age. I got my first cell phone when I was 18 years old, and then I didn't even use it. I always just left it at home because I was like, this is ridiculous to carry this thing around. I grew up in an age where, you know, that people, we got our news on the newspaper or the TV. That's it. And now that these things are instantaneous, you were watching this match along with me. People will put out their comments. They will put out the shout outs, and they say what they think, and that's all good and well. I just have to say how much I really appreciate it so much that people use respectable language in the chats. That yeah, and everyone's treating each other with respect. I really appreciate that. So from my side, thank you very much. Keeping it respectable. Yeah. I was going to say, if anyone has questions as well, just go ahead, ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Got anything about tennis? Anything about Eala? If there's one thing I would work on, I'm a tennis coach myself. I would take her on the court and then improve that second serve, most definitely. Try to get her to use the. I don't know if it's important to develop her kick serve, but try to get more to train the body serve on the backhand side. That's what I would do. But if anyone else has any other questions to do with anything else, um, more than happy to answer. Very very quick though. Just want to say thank you because if it's going to get quiet now. I just want to say thank you to everyone who contributed. Thank you so much, Raul Robles, Romaso, Frenzy Bumps for your comments, Dios Dado Della Rosa. There were a lot of people here. Malipu Kayan also was putting out messages. Alfred, Alan, Rogador, and the members, obviously Remesis. See you at the Cinematch. I'm gonna have to see. I have to see what's going on right now. I've got a little bit of a buffer time, that's why I can talk a little bit. But my priorities within the next hour going to shift very soon. Estelina Limos, always putting out those positive messages for Eala, and that was really true. And that's what I love about most of her supporters. Win or lose, we love you, Eala, and that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I was fortunate enough when I was young. I loved watching Pete Sampras. Did he win all the time? No. Okay. Roger Federer as well. I really like Roger Federer. Okay, so I picked the best players in the world, but I always followed my fellow South Africans as well. There were times I'd always wanted Wayne Ferreira to win, Marcus Andruska. There was on the women's side Amanda Kutzer. They never won Grand Slams. Sometimes they got knocked out in first round as well. But you don't stop, following and supporting the players. And I don't think that's going to happen either to most of the people in the chat that were positive out there. So good on you, Esther, Lina Limos. Who else? Already said Remesis. Anna was there in the beginning as well. New member to the channel. Venancio Ferman also putting messages out. Rosana Reyes putting out lots of positive energy for their fellow Filipino. Tind Chris, thank you for your comments as well. Eric Kristen, always able to put a smile on my face. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And Chris didn't get the second set right, but you got the first one, 6-4. It's okay. We still love you. Oh, it's still around. Very nice from Esther. I don't know what the previous message says. What does it mean? Oh. Eala needs to improve. I don't know. That was a difficult message to decipher. Is it being... Oh, okay. I think that's a little bit of Philippines and English all mixed together. I think for you, if you just want interest's sake, Sabalenka is steaming ahead in that second set. 4-love, 30-15. She's got a second serve coming up. But she's a tough one. They're missing the first serve and getting all upset and showing it. Return goes long, so she's about to make it 5-love. Took the first set 6-4 if you've just joined, Zabelenka. And I think thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I see there's been new subscriptions. I really, really appreciate it. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button. Not here on the screen. It's going to be underneath the video. And then you'll be notified. You'll be yeah, told when the next matches are coming up. I try to follow the best players in the world, the most popular as well. Obviously, we're all human. We're all smart. It's obvious. It's great what Eala is doing for tennis. It's fantastic. It's everyone says, there's so much support out there, um, and that's why not? Why not? You know, the whole of Philippines is rooting for Eala to do better, to improve, to eventually win a tournament. That's wonderful, and that's just adding more passion to the game of tennis. I see with the Malayan as well, the Tien. It's just more and more people that are wanting to play this beautiful sport that I fell in love with when I was a young boy, and still carry the passion with me, whether it is on court, whether I'm playing a match, or whether it is right here commentating uh, match after match. It's a passion. It's a passion that I carry with me, and that's what AL is doing as well. Is that people are following her because they want the best, and I sure hope, I believe as well that people are coming into the game of tennis because of that. You know, there are young stars right now that we don't know. We haven't heard their names yet. There are young, maybe teenagers in the Philippines, maybe younger, that are looking up at the TV if they have the possibility, and they're watching and they're getting excited and they're like, "Come on!" You know, yeah, rooting uh, for Eala, and thinking, "I want to be there one day. I'm gonna. I want to be a professional player. It's my dream to do that," and that's great. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. What did Alex learn from the Rafa Academy? That Rafa Nadal is still the king of clay. Yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, you want to put it like that? That's funny. That's funny. I mean, yeah, he is the king of clay, and the history books, they don't lie. 14, still incredible in his career. Won 14 Roland Garros Grand Slams. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Um, no, but she's learning a lot. She's developing. She's improving. If you don't know much about tennis, my goodness, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. It comes with its rewards. Definitely financially, there are rewards. It's a major sport. It's a high-profile sport, tennis. But there are challenges. People don't realize this, that they have to change their games, these tennis players, because the start of this year was on hard court, and then they moved to clay, and then in the middle of the clay season, very soon, they have to change and play on grass. So it's like hard court, clay, grass, and then they have to get accustomed to clay court again, and then they move into the hard court season. And outdoor hard court is different to indoor hard court. And I can only tell you, I can only express that through words, what a challenge that is for a lot of players. It's it happens so rarely that you have players who can adapt so quickly and so well from one surface to another and be successful for such long periods of time. I mean, that's just absolutely raw talent. If I look back in history, you want to talk about the King of Clay. I think I think that's to feed off that. It's interesting. He's he's the King of Clay, and there will be a lot of people out there that will say he's the greatest of all time, the goat. But it's safer to put Rafa in that category as being the best ever on the clay court, which I totally accept. I say, you know what? That makes so much sense. He is the best. If there's a list from all players out there, he's definitely the best player on clay court to have ever uh, graced this beautiful surface. Um, and and then if I think about grass court, I think Roger Federer. Djokovic is also there. So maybe they're sharing that as grass court champions. On hard court, there's so many good players out there. I think the best hard court player at his prime and for a very, very long time was Federer. Djokovic did incredibly well. But if you want to talk about the greatest of all time, best tennis player of all time, you have to look at how many Grand Slams are won. And the fact that Novak Djokovic has won an array of Grand Slams and French Opens, hard courts, grass courts, it's a testimony to how good that player is. And I'm saying that doesn't happen often. You have players out there who tend to like certain surfaces, or their game suits that surface. I'm going to come back to Eala. This all makes sense, and hopefully, I'm painting these images and this picture in your head nicely for you to understand. I would definitely say that Roger Federer he liked the quicker surface. It suited his game. I think playing on hard court, grass court was perfect for him. For Rafa Nadal, he was extremely successful on hard courts, but we remember the 14 Grand Slams out of his 22. He won 22 Grand Slams in his career. 14 of them were on clay. So another 8 were Wimbledon, Australian Open, US Open. Still a lot. And if I think about Casper Ruud, got to the final of Rome, lost to Yannick Sinner. His game is perfectly suited for clay. Perfectly suited. How well did he do in the Sunshine Swing in America, in Abu Dhabi, the Middle Eastern Swing, Australian Open? He did all right. Sometimes he did really badly. But once he hit the clay, I thought he had a bit of a slow start. But to see him in the final of the Rome Masters was fantastic. I thought that was great, and he deserved to have been there. He played super well. He just came across the best all-rounder right now, and that's Yannick Sinner. And if I end up talking about Eala, I think her game is perfectly suited for hard court. She's trying to adjust to the clay and come up with coming up with a clay court style. She would have practiced on clay for long periods of time, but I believe that her best tennis comes out on the hard court. We've seen that in the Sunshine Swing in the States. She had a wonderful run last year, being on hard court. And that's the challenge. It's okay. If I talk about me personally, I like to play on clay, but it's definitely not my best surface. It doesn't suit my style. My best surface would be on hard court because I've got a very good kick, I've got a very good serve, and I've got a very good volley. So having that serve and volley situation works really well. I've played on grass once, but I could imagine that would probably work as well. I could implement that serve and volley as often. But I really like the clay court because ultimately it shows how much of a tennis player you really are. You need more fitness. You need to be quicker around the court. You need more patience. It's such an incredibly difficult surface to conquer, and that's what I think is just so amazing about Rafael Nadal. And I'm sure that's all being projected towards Eala. She's around greatness. She's going to learn. Just turned 21, 3 days ago. Just turned 21. She's young. She's great, and everyone has their own path in life. Yes, you can say, but Jovic is 18 and she's ranked 17 in the world. Yeah, and Mboko is 19 years old and she's number 9 in the world. Everyone's on their own path, and I think it's important to recognize that, to respect that as well, and that's I've got a lot to say about this. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for letting me speak. Thank you for supporting me all this time with the comments as well. I see here. Good luck, babe. Leonardo Mappa. Is that for me? Good luck next time, Alex. We love you. Continue playing. Correct. I love that. I love that. Suzanne. Suzanne Raz Bartolay. Great message. Wonderful. That's the point. And that's what she needs to enjoy it. And I think she's playing well. Jovic is just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And and she's in good form. I feel like Eala's just edging a little bit more all the time, a little bit more. Um, that was a great win in the end. Well done, Iva Jovic, for winning 6-4, 6-2. Oh, Kabunda Khan, I wasn't gonna miss you there. Good evening, coach. Good evening to you too. And Tapas Nalaban. Tapos Nalaban. Early exit. It's okay. Like next time, just continue playing again. Lovely message. Absolutely lovely message. That's the point. That's the point. Um, there is a certain player as well. I managed to help him once. I was asked for advice on his serve, and yeah, his name is Justin Engel. He's a German. He's doing very well. Got a wild card in Hamburg, and narrowly lost to the Frenchman Humbert. I'm going to support him. I'm going to support him. I spent 10 years living in and around Nuremberg, and I was privileged enough to see this young boy training before school every single day. I didn't see him every single day doing that, but I knew that's what he was doing. I had clients that wanted to coach before work, so I would be up at 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to be doing lessons, and I was privileged enough to be next to this young boy. But he's like outside the top. What is he? 130? No, 130, 140 ranked in the world. I think he's got a bright future. I think he's going to do very well, and time will tell. But the attitude is important. That is so important. Don't look at the numbers and the rankings and everything. And the way Eala plays, she's a fighter. The way that Justin Engel, he fights, I can see it. It's just a matter of time. Keep going, keep going. Eala is overhyped by rabid fans. That puts tons of mental pressure on her, causing her early exits, which are highly predictable. And that is your opinion. Once again, it's fine. You can have your opinion. Rolanda Gula, you can have your opinion, and that's okay. Um, I think everyone is unique. I think in today's age with modern technology and social medias, everyone is tapped in. Eala's got an incredible following, and good for her. I think that's wonderful. She's got a lot of support. A lot of people don't like that. You can also spend and waste your energy not liking things. That's fine, if that's what you want to do. But everyone's under lots of pressure. Everyone. Let me put it this way. The saying goes, it's easy to reach number one in the world. It's easy. I remember even when I was young, I was lost. Huh? I was 12, 13 years old, and I was playing tournaments, and I was in my province. I was the last position, really bottom. And I decided I wanted to work hard. I decided I wanted to be a professional. So I had to act professional. And within 2.5 years, maybe 3 years, um, I then became number one in my province. I was the best. But I realized, and I was told as well, it's easy to get there, to get to the top. It takes hard work. It takes a lot of practice. But it's even harder to stay at the top. So you want to talk about mental pressure. How much pressure is Zabalenka on right now? She just won a match. She's being interviewed. Congratulations, Zabalenka. But how much pressure is she on? Okay, she's very talented. She's very powerful, very skilled. She's got all the shots. But when she loses, she's not going to take that lightly. She's going to be probably feeling furious, infuriated, um, and she has to pick herself up again. She doesn't want to lose that number one spot. It's easy. It's easy to go to the top, and it's incredibly difficult to stay at the top. It's very easy to fall away as well. So yeah. Oh, Salamach. Coach Kabundakan Eala still is in the doubles with Mboko. Okay. Nothing better. Rest, play, Alex. Oh gosh. Some harsh comments coming out here. Crazy stuff. Nilo Seniza. Sneeza? Must. All right. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. And who do you support, Nilo? Who do you want to win? Do you have a favorite tennis player, or you just support people losing? That would be a very weird way to look at it. Um, you have to lose in life to learn. You can't win all the time. And I tell you, if you speak to the best, they know about losing. They just did it quicker. The quicker, the more matches you can lose now early on, is the better, because you can learn from that. But probably not going to get an answer from Nilo. You would just want to, or she would want to just put out a message like that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, Nilo. Yeah, there we go. Nothing wrong with that. I think everyone's entitled to opinions, but what happens so much with social media, and that's I'm not a spring chicken. I come from an era where this stuff didn't exist. Uh, People nowadays, they don't back it up. They don't back their comments up because they feel safe. They feel safe behind their electronic devices, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a computer, and they feel that they can just say what they want, but there's no substance backing it up. Um, just a passion to see people lose. Uh, weird. I'll never get a grasp of that. Unfortunately, I'm from a different era, and that's great. I can celebrate that. I can actually celebrate that. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing about my life, is that I was privileged to grow up where I had, as a child, very young child. I remember having a rotary phone where there were only three television channels, only three: TV1, TV2, TV3. Very simple. So I played outside a lot, played with people. It's tough. I think it's tough these days. I can't imagine what it's like with all these kids. I see them, you know, when I take my children to school, and everyone's on their cell phones. Everyone is just looking down at their cell phones, and that's where life is. That's where the life is now. My life, growing up when I was a child, was playing sport, meeting people, having eye to eye conversations. Never had cell phones. Never had cell phones. I carried coins in my pocket if I was too long. We had public phones, and I would call my parents and say, "I'm just 5 minutes away, coming home now." Okay. Or I just, yeah, yeah. It's nice to reminisce. Uh, reminisce. It's nice to reminisce. Back to the drawing board. Advise legs too thick and stiff for competitive tennis. No, you don't understand tennis, Alfred. You don't understand tennis. Lean up and be more flexible. Nope, I disagree with you, Alfred. The reason why Serena Williams was so powerful and so strong. You wanna go back there. You want to talk about muscular legs. You must understand as well that in the science of tennis, it's men and women are built differently. It's better for women to have thicker thighs, to have lots of not lots of body mass, but especially in the legs. Um, men are more built for endurance. Maybe you can disagree with me or agree with me. Maybe it's a historical thing that through thousands, hundreds of thousands of years, we would be the hunters. We would need endurance to chase animals down for days, for kilometers. Um, and that was more for the men. So men should be leaner, not too lean though. In the game of tennis, so they're quicker, but a power for women. A lot of power comes from the legs, and maybe you're too young. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you never watched Serena, because when she was winning Grand Slams, no one was saying, "Oh, she needs to lose weight." Never, ever. Ostapenko is also, you could say, is probably a little bit overweight. Zabelenka, she's she's a I wouldn't say large woman, but she's tall. She's it's I think that's a problem with women, is that I we a lot of people, I don't see it that way. A lot of people look uh, at women's tennis and go, she's not beautiful, or she needs to be beautiful when she plays tennis. And I look at it from a sporting perspective. Sports science would suggest that for tennis players, women need thicker thighs. They need more muscle, not to carry too much, but it's going to help her with her endurance, with her speed, with her power. A lot of people think that the power in tennis, the tennis, it only comes from the arm. That's not power. Then you don't understand the game of tennis. A lot of it comes from the feet. A lot of it comes from movement, from hip rotation, shoulder rotation. It's a very complex sport. And there's only one sport other than tennis that uses more muscles. There's only one sport, and that's swimming. Tennis is second on the list, using most sports. Yes, they can, Alfred. Serena definitely can be compared to Eala if you want to be talking about their body structure. Obviously, if you want to talk about being successful and having an incredible career, winning Grand Slams, the conversation ends quickly. That's the beauty about comparison, is that you can compare anything to anything and find similarities or find differences. To say that it can't be compared, you can compare anything. You want to compare apples with bananas? Yeah, they're both fruits, but they're different, you know. so yeah, interesting. But having a little bit of insight about men and women's tennis, there are differences. It's important to have that. I just thought, though, that in this match, I thought that she's leaner. I thought she probably lost a little bit of weight, and that would help as well to move around the court, definitely. But there are benefits as well. Definitely benefits to having weight that's muscular. Yeah, muscular weight. That's always beneficial for women's tennis players. Very beneficial. Um, cool. But this has been very exciting. Very very nice. Got me thinking a lot. A lot of challenges with the comments in the chats, but I think I put a lot of them to rest, a lot of them to bed. Thank you, though, to everyone, Alfred as well. Thank you. I really appreciate your comments and putting it out there. Everyone is entitled to opinions, and that's the thing. I think in the end, does Eala look at these comments? Is she only scanning through and looking for the nice ones, or is she not even bothered at all? Because there are people out there. I'm a big Manchester United supporter, and there are characters there in that dressing room who are not interested in social media, and that's even better. Same for me. Same for me. I don't subscribe to every social media. I think a lot of it is just wasting your life away, to be very honest. Um, I am I am deeply embedded into YouTube, and I have to admit that. I think that's the one thing I look at. It's very informative. I can get up to date information. about latest tennis latest tennis results and what's going on around the world with other things. There's some very interesting history channels. We know how YouTube works. We use these social medias to our advantage. But is Eala looking into it? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. Um, I think she'll be interested in the people that love her, that care for her, the inner circle, right? Everyone has that inner circle, and if she keeps that tight and safe, then she's protected, and she's going to do just fine. And it's not for us to judge what type of career she should have or that she's not living right now. It's her life, and she can decide what she wants to do with her life. And she's on the court for a reason, because she's passionate about tennis and she's giving her best, and uh, and she's getting the best advice. She's choosing that advice as well. She's putting herself amongst people that are going to give the best advice. This is my opinion as well. What I'm saying, obviously, I have a high performance tennis coaching license. I've done my examinations. I've lived in 3 different countries in my life, so I've gathered my experience, and I come up with my opinions as well. I've said it. I've been brutally honest, and with Eala, I thought, if we do a little bit of a recap right now, once again, I thought she just played too much to Jovic's forehand, and very early on in the match, even when she was 3-1 down, I just thought she's got to change it up, got to keep it away from the forehand. But she wanted to plug it away, wanted to plug away, hitting aggressively on that forehand. And okay, there was a lesson to be learned there. We don't know what's happening behind closed doors. What is her coach telling her to do? What are the instructions? Because they would have looked into it. I mean, this game has been scheduled for many days now. So all the practice sessions leading up to this match that's now finished in the favor of Iva Jovic would have been in preparation to beat Iva Jovic. And yeah, she came out second best. But there's still a lot to learn. So from that perspective, I also need to be rushing along. Got errands to run, got priorities to fulfill. From my side, it's been fantastic. Thanks to everyone who got involved in the chat. I've been saying this quite a bit. And on that note, look after yourself. Look after the people around you. And we will see each other at the next live. Ciao for now.